top 16 matchup of the SMO Bingo Tournament 2022. Today we have DillyP and kingvideogamer that will be doing a, I believe, normal triple bingo. So everyone will choose 3 lines, and it's just first to complete their 3 lines. Nothing special, no anti-routes, no lockout, just first to complete their 3 lines. And we are underway! So if we take a look at this board, we have a few snow goals. Is there any seaside? 6 Sphinx doesn't force late game. It can be done in wooded with the 5 in sand and 1 in wooded. So it might be only the 2 snow goals. There could very easily be an early finish on this board. And we will have kingvideogamer on the right. He will be in red. And DillyP on the left in green. Race speed. But yeah. What else do we see here looking at this board? 100 Moons, if we're not going to snow or seaside, won't actually be that good of a route. 45 Regionals Cascade isn't too slow, but it is a lot. 7 Moons from 8 bits is a lot of 8-bit moons. It's doable because there's so many in Metro, but it's just not preferable most of the time. But with 45 Regionals and Cascade in the middle, the top left, bottom right, it's 10 moons from sub areas in Metro, which is not what we want to do. Oh, what else will we see? We'll start to see what these runners will do once they get to Cascade, if they're going for anything that involves the Cascade Regionals, or if there's anything else. Because also the Cascade Regionals could fit with all Regionals, since you're getting all but 5. That's 1 kingdom down out of the 2. Alright. And kingvideogamer immediately getting purples in Cascade. Well, Dilly appears to be going immediately. Oh, also getting some purples, but falling off and taking a death after the first, breaking the first moon. That'll be a small time loss for him. Not too costly, but right off the bat, can be more emotional, mental pain than anything else at this point. Getting the first 9 perps, though, in Cascade. They might both be going for this goal. That would look more like column 3, maybe? And kingvideogamer getting Dino Skip into the Brutal fight. Should make quick work of Madame Brutal after all of their practice. Well, DillyP just getting the opening Odyssey cutscene now. We'll see if they get more purples on the way, or just head directly to the fight. Grabbing the 3 on the way, missing 1. And DillyP going into the boss fight as King Video Gamer finishes it. Almost a minute difference right now, mostly from that death, but it's a minute nonetheless. Ooh, and missing the bounce on the golden chain chomp. It's small mistakes, but the video captures. There's nothing crazy on this board. There's just a little bit of deciding what you don't want to do. If you choose to avoid snow, so you're skipping Metro, it might force things like 16 Moons Cascade, but if you're getting all of the purples, it's not terrible. King Video Gamer getting extra moons might be going for that 16 Moons Cascade. But that forces either 10 moons from sub-areas in Metro or 9 treasure chest moons, which is a lot of treasure chests. And Dilly going into the Dino sub-area, so also looks like he will be going for 16 Moon sub-areas. Or 16 Moons Cascade. I believe the fastest route for this involves getting the 2D Moon first, though. They both went for Dino Skip initially. King Video Gamer also heading towards the sub-area. And DillyP finishing up the Dino sub-area, leaving out the door. Already at half of the purples he needs, but if he's getting all 50, then a couple short. King Video Gamer now finishing up the Dino sub-area as well. DillyP capturing the Dino to go back up to the upper level of Cascade. Back up to the boss arena. Getting Captain Toad first. Probably gonna go back up for the timer after. Both getting the timer challenge now. King Video Gamer at 10 moons already, now 11. A couple ahead of Dilly. And they're about equal on purples. So with the extra 11 moons from Cascade, it gets you closer to 100 moons, which makes column 5 or row 3 more feasible. It's still not an ideal goal just because the 100 moons is a lot of extra moons for this route. It would almost be better at that point just to grab the 4 from Snow. And hopefully we are back now. King Video Gamer now in the 2D sub area. Is there a 2D moon? There's 8-bit. Yeah, there is 7 moons from 8-bit, but that either hits the snow goal or the column 3 with moon shards and costumes and sync. It's doable, but it's not great. And King Video Gamer marking off 16 moons cascade. It looks like we are a bit ahead of the feed now. And hopefully that will resolve the issues we were having. DillyP still grabbing perps, still grabbing moons, also gonna go into the 2D section. King Video Gamer taking the top route to the perps and the moon in this area, in the sub-area. Gets him to 41. 4 more for the square, 9 more if he's going for all regionals. It'll give a hint on what he's going for. It still has a little bit of a lead over Dilly on Kingdom progression, and just getting through this right now. And there it is, all 50 for King Video Gamer. That'll give him 45 cascades and one of the 2 kingdoms for all regionals. You could go cap with this route. It's not the worst. If you do row 5, it's 9 treasure chests and 5 shards, which is a lot of shards, a lot of chests. It's possible to do, but there's 3 chests in Lake if you grab them all. You're not the fastest because it does require either Lake Clip any percent or beating Rango. We'll see how big the lead is once Dilly gets the Odyssey, but it's a little bit substantial right now. It's only 36, it looks like. 38, 41 perks. Still needs 9 more for all of them. There's 3 here, 3 below. This is the last 9. Unless he's skipping them. What 6 is he missing? As King Video Gamer enters Sand Kingdom. Kind of an early lead. Dilly marking off 45 regionals as expected, and 16 moons cascade as expected. With the chest clip. And getting it! Right back to the... Ooh, bonking and falling! Ooh, hitting those rocks can be really frustrating, especially after you've already gotten the moon clip. King Video Gamer buying a moon in sand. Is that on the route? I do not see that anywhere on this route. There's seeds. They also bought a sticker, if I am not mistaken. 4 stickers is on the diagonal which is probably being avoided for 2 moons, barrier moons and snow. For the column more likely, with 5 seeds, 4 checkpoints, and 9 treasure chests. 9 treasure chests, again, it's a lot of treasure chests, but it's doable. I think it forces Deep Woods and Lake Clip. Dilly finally leaving Cascade, coming into Sand Kingdom. Is there anything special in Sand? Oh, there is purchase 5 moons in the corner, which would support row 1 or column 5. Column 5 with 18 moons from sub-areas. They each have 4 from Cascade. They could be going for that goal. If it matches with the 10 moons in Metro, it's just all of the Metro sub-areas they're not all fast, especially the shards. But if you're doing the shards anyways. And King Video Gamer getting the icicle jump. Back up. Just doing normal fast moons in sand right now. Dilly with the manual DSTA for the seed moon. It was 1 seed, though. If you get 1 here, you need at least 2. There's 3 in Metro, 1 in Lake that you usually don't go for. And there's a dram from King Video Gamer. Fancy strat right there to get back to the bullet bill faster. Dilly going into the shop, probably to buy a moon. No perps as of yet. That'll be 1 purchase moon for him. They both look like they're gonna go for the purchase 5 moons goal. And we'll see if King Video Gamer's getting the Sphinx questions here. And he will. 1, 2, 1, 4, 4 are the Sphinx answers. That'll get him 5. The 6th one will be in Wooded. Given that I don't believe either runner did the second 8-bit moon in Cascade in the overworld, that would imply row 1 for each of them. Row 1, row 3, and column 5, maybe? Both runners collecting just fast moons, getting to 16. King Video Gamer with a slight lead, up by 4 moons right now. Dilly going for the sand dram. That looks like it'll be fast enough. And there's the up warp. Very well done by Dilly. King Video Gamer will get his last 2 any percent moons from the tree and the ground pound, and will be out of sand, probably. While Dilly goes into the tower for an 8-bit moon, that'll be 2. So Dilly could be going for the 7 moons from 8-bit sections, could be column 3. And getting the tower. The cutscene makes this moon not the fastest. Power. King Video Gamer leaving sand, going to Lake Kingdom. 18 low, sand exit. Or 17 high. Dilly will need 3 more moons. They could go into the inverted pyramid for another 8-bit, but it's not fast. They probably won't. Going to the Sphinx, we'll get the Sphinx. 2 moons from the Sphinx, we'll get the questions as well. And that'll be it for sand for him. Oh, King Video Gamer actually going back to Cap Kingdom. We'll maybe get all 50 from Cap? There's 10 regionals is the other option. But they both did get all 50 in Cascade. Dilly staying in sand. Going into the ice cave. I don't remember seeing that on the board. Meanwhile, King Video Gamer marking 10 regionals in Cap. And going up to Captain Toad. Captain Toad would imply Column 1 has snow, BLTR has snow. That would imply row 5? But they're low on treasure chest moons, are they not? Or they're just going to snow. That one confuses me a little bit, but leaving Cap Kingdom, probably not getting the row 5. I'm not sure what the goal of that was. It would seem like... I feel like it has to be BLTR. Because they've got purchased moons, they've purchased stickers. Meanwhile, Dilly now up to 20 moons in sand. The only reason to stay for moons is for 100 moons, so... That seems like either... That seems like row 3 confirmed for Dilly. And King Video Gamer getting Lake Clip, any percent movement. That'll get the checkpoint and 2 fast moons, 2 treasure chests. I don't think the chests are on the route, but it's just going to be an any percent lake, potentially. Meanwhile, Dilly leaving sand at 21 high. That's 3 minutes more than almost 4 minutes after King Video Gamer's sand exit. Though King Video Gamer did have a cap revisit. 39 moons total for Dilly. I believe any percent the rest of the way will give them 100 moons. Or very close to it. So, Dilly looking for the early finish, King Video Gamer just looking for the faster lines into Snow Kingdom. We'll see what happens. King Video Gamer getting 5 perps for the sticker in Lake. That'll make 2 or 3. I can't remember if they bought one in Cap. Dilly going to Wooded, meanwhile. Probably gonna go into Deep Woods and get the tree for row 3. Yeah, that's definitely a row 3 line. Meanwhile, King Video Gamer warping, done with purchasing the second moon, and gonna leave Lake Kingdom. This looks like a lead for King Video Gamer right now, even with the extra kingdom. And we'll see how far, it'll depend on how far Dilly actually has to go in terms of game progression. But right now, row 3 requires Metro, at least doing Night Metro to plant the seeds, and you're gonna need moons from Metro Kingdom to get to 100. There's the tree capture, and that should be the tree mark. And there it is, marking the square for tree and the cactus. Dilly looking like he's doing Darker Side Deep Woods routing. While King Video Gamer is now in Wooded Kingdom. So what will he have to do? He needs the Sphinx question, which he'll get right now. He can purchase a moon. The 10 moons from sub-areas in Metro might be costly. That might be just too much. Because those 3 in a row, that'll at least probably tell Dilly that what he's doing. That he's doing the 10 moons from sub-areas. It might have a good chance. And that's a treasure chest moon for Dilly in Deep Woods. And King Video Gamer getting Nut Clip. Very well done by him. And the second half of the ramp jump. Sorry, it cut out for a second. And King Video Gamer showing very good any percent skills in this routing right now. Just gonna try and breeze through Wooded as fast as possible. All he might need is maybe a sticker, maybe a purchase moon. But other than that, all that's remaining on King Video Gamer's route is, other than purchase and stickers, is 10 moons from sub-areas and going to Snow Kingdom. It'll be a lot of any percent for them going forward. And going for FRS. And getting it. Really killing the Piranha. Needs 4 more moons to finish Wooded. King Video Gamer still needs 6. Will potentially fight Spewart here. And that's 13 perps, that'll be enough for the sticker. Gonna get the tower plus Spewart, that's 5, and the shop will be 6 for King Video Gamer, and he'll be done. Don't believe he needs those perps. And here comes FRS for Dilly, and getting it first try. Very well done. 2 more moons would take him... He needs to either enter the tower or fight the boss. Getting some extra purples there. Video Gamer warping out, not fighting Spewart. Showing me that I don't know what I'm talking about. And looks like he's gonna go into Deep Woods or just grab more purple. Not entirely sure what for, to be honest. Oh, the costumes. Right. Is that what his route was? I can't remember anymore. Gonna buy the moon first. Dilly might be fighting Spewart though. Oh no, doing the heading towards the Nut Moon and Flooded. Has enough moons to leave, still grabbing extra moons in the early kingdom. Might just be trying to plant the seeds in Metro and finish right then. No extra moons in Metro. King Video Gamer buying the outfit. And putting it on. We'll go into Deep Woods for the extra chest moon. That's why he needed 15. Or 25 with the sticker. I believe he got the sticker. Really getting the checkpoint. Checkpoint is in column 4. Again, 10 treasure chests. A lot of treasure chests. And Dilly now gonna head into the boss fight, or just grab the checkpoint. Will that be 4 for him? There's 1, 2, 3. The 4th would be after the fight. Would be staying even longer in Wooded. Would be an entire Lake Kingdom behind. King Video Gamer making it out of Deep Woods and is gonna leave the kingdom. And that will confirm King Video Gamer's full route, which is column 1, row 1, and BLTR. And yeah, it's any percent, a sticker, a purchased moon or 2, and 10 moons from sub-areas into snow. Nothing fancy and Lost, nothing... and only the sub-areas in Metro. Dilly finishing up the Spewart fight will probably leave now, or needs a checkpoint still. 23 moons in Wooded. That takes him all the way up to 62 at the moment. So if he has a route to get to the seeds, there's still 8 moons in Lake, 10 in Lost, that's 18, plus 3 in Night Metro, minimum 21. That adds up to, what, 84? 16 more moons, even with that. And there's tons of moons everywhere, all over Metro Kingdom, but just to get to the seeds... And with the last checkpoint, that'll be 4 checkpoints. And Dilly will leave Wooded. Accidentally stopping their timer. While King Video Gamer enters Lost Kingdom. So that's 2 entire kingdoms, one of them being Cloud, but it's still a big lead for King Video Gamer in terms of story progression. King Video Gamer gonna get a couple perps, gonna probably head up to the shop for another shop moon and another purchase moon. Already at 7. Is more than the 5 you need for the sticker in Lost. And heading into the shop while Dilly enters Lake. So Dilly could be getting extra moons here, they could be getting a sticker. Again, they still need some number of moons in order to get to the 100 goal, but not tons extra. But 100 moons just might be too slow with the mostly any percent route that King Video Gamer is doing in this for the rest of this match. We'll see if they set up for Lake Clip. Looking like it. Ooh, and gets the fake clip. Very finicky strat. But gets the ground pound and the wall jump. Very well executed, still very fast. And with that last sticker that King Video Gamer buys in Lost, that's 4 stickers down. Only needs purchase moons now. Ooh, and taking a bonk in Lake. And King Video Gamer, just 1 additional moon, and that'll be all they need from Lost. They could leave immediately. And they're rolling back to the Odyssey, and that is what they will do. Dilly gets to their perps that they need, going into the sub area for the treasure chest moon. They got 3 in Lake, 1 in Cascade, 2 in Sand. That makes 6 total. They didn't do Outfit Door, but they did do the other one in Wooded. It makes 7. So they need 2 more, if I'm not mistaken. That would be 1 in Metro. I'm not sure where the 9th treasure chest moon is. Meanwhile, King Video Gamer into Night Metro. Again, it's gonna be... They don't need much. They need 7 moons that aren't story or the sub area. And those will be fairly easy to collect on the way to all 5 sub areas. Dilly going into another sub area in Lake. It's 2 moons, it's just not the fastest 2 moons. If they're looking at about like 16 upon exiting Lake, that'll get them most of the way to 100 after loss. And warping out, warping to the shop, doesn't have the boss fight checkpoint. Heading into the shop. Still needs a sticker, still needs purchase moons, potentially. With 1 in Lake, 1 in Lake, Wooded, and Sand, that should make 3 stickers, and another purchased. Plenty of coins. King Video Gamer about to enter the Mecha Wiggler fight. Hope, as always, for no 3 cycles in this fight. Can be a huge pain. And Dilly leaving Lake? Leaving Lake with 74 moons. Still needs 26 to go. And there's only 10 in Lost. You could easily get like a 14 to 16 route, but you're burning a lot of time at that point in Lost. That gets you to 90. You need 10 moons in Metro. And King Video Gamer will be finishing up the Wiggler fight while Dilly heads into the Bowser Cloud battle. Ooh, and not quite getting the movement, but saving it! A very nice save to survive there. Avoids the death. With the manips on Bowser to make this fight a little bit faster. And easy fast strats for someone as good as Dilly. Meanwhile, King Video Gamer entering Day Metro, so he got 3 moons in Night Metro, plus the story 3, is 6. There's 10 in sub-areas, so only needs 4 more from the entire kingdom on this route. Getting the fast one with the Dram here. Oh, and Dilly missing the fast hats. Oh no, this is rough. This is a little bit rough. King Video Gamer missing Scoot Clip, not even trying. Just heading out, going right back to the shop. The video is saved. Get the extra captures. That should be 5 purchased for King Video Gamer, and it is. I might have saved it, to be honest, just gotten it in snow when you already needed 4 snow moons. And heading into the first shard sub-area. Not the fastest, not a terrible sub-area. Getting the extra moon first. A little bit slower, I believe, but I'm not the expert. But we'll collect the shards while Dilly is into Lost. So we'll see again how many moons Dilly will want. They're at 74 right now. Heading up to the top is indicative of extra moons plus the purchase. That'll be all of the shards in this room for King Video Gamer. We should get to see some interesting routing and strats for them, though, if they go for the outfit clip and such. And this is the start of the darker side route for Dilly. Getting the 2D moon. And Def Warping back up to the top. That gives them 3 moons from 8 bits. Meanwhile, King Video Gamer heading into sub-area number 2, Bullet Building. A very fast sub-area, part of any percent at higher levels. Oh, and an extra input falling back down to the bottom. Not perfect, but not the worst time loss. Dilly grabbing extra moon still, all the way up to 8 and Lost already. Gonna get the Cappy return strat. Not quite enough distance to get to the tree moon initially. And that's 4 moons from sub-areas for King Video Gamer. Dilly going right for the, bridge moon. That gets him to 10. Is he just gonna leave with 10 and Lost? It looks like it. So went to the top for the purchase moon, but nothing else really. Takes him to 84. He'll need 16 moons in Metro to get to the 100. And here's the outfit clip for King Video Gamer. Bonks on the first try. This is literally just a ground pound roll, and if you do it at the right spot, you clip in, and he gets the clip. Into the outfit room. You know, I never realized you could just make that jump. I've always just captured the wire. It makes a lot of sense that you could make that just with a long jump. Dilly into Night Metro. They're back in the same kingdom for the first time in a bit. And the route is seeds, treasure chests. Checking the moon count, it's 84. 16 he now knows that he needs. 1 is a purchase, at least. Some of it's sub-areas, and some of it's story moons for column 5. But just gonna breeze through Metro Kingdom as King Video Gamer heads into sub-area number 4. The Crowded Room, also a very fast sub-area. That'll leave the Paxi shards with the tanks as the last sub-area to get to 10 moons from sub-areas, and he will be leaving Metro Kingdom with that. Or going instead into the Dino Room. It's a much better sub-area. Just driving right through the barriers at the moment. The next one has the moon. So this is the one you can't just drive right through the boxes. There we go, that's one, and this will be the last sub-area once he finishes. The dino falls, and here's his 10th moon from sub-areas. 20 moons in sand. He's going to be heading to snow as Dilly starts the Mecha Wiggler fight. So 4 moons from snow and 2 barriers. You get Goomba Room and you get Poison Room plus 1 extra moon. It's probably 2 minutes from finishing for King Video Gamer. This should be his game at this point. And one more orb, and that's it for the Wiggler. Well done by Dilly to get through this boss fight. King Video Gamer entering snow. Heading straight for Shiveria. While Dilly collects the multi-moon. Takes him to 90 total. Still needs 3 seeds, still needs 100 moons. As King Video Gamer heads into the Poison Room with 1, so we'll get the extra moon from here. Going for the triple, not going for the triple, just doing the spin pound to get up to the top, and very well done. Dilly missing the dram on the first try, shook a little bit too early. Oh, and King Video Gamer almost dying in the Poison Room. Up through rather than forward throwing. And here come the seeds for Dilly. That should be 3, this will be 4. On top of the RC building. You can collect those through the wall. Never seen that in all of my time. But it's 1 barrier moon for King Video Gamer. 10 perps. That'll be enough for the sticker and the purchase. Going back for the 3rd seed on top of shards. Or on top of slots, rather. Getting the roll cancel seed pickup for the fast movement. But with this barrier moon, that'll be game for King Video Gamer. 48-28 final time. That'll be GG. There's the 5th seed for Dilly, I believe, that they should get now. But we will see what happens next. We'll see if we can get the invites and the runners, if Dilly wants to finish, or if he is fine. And hello, King Video Gamer. Welcome to the stream. GG's on your victory. How does it feel?
I'm just stressed out. That is a horrid board for me. I haven't seen a worse one in a long time.
It really was. I thought, like, with only 2 snow goals that you guys might try and avoid going to Snow Kingdom, but, like, it forced so many things, like 100 moons and 18 sub-areas. It was just, like, it was a nightmare to try and look at.
It took me ages to even come up with something. Like, I literally was at, like, the end of Cascade and just, like, having second thoughts and, like, what other line to do. Like, it was just a terrible board. Oh.
Yeah, and you were both sticking in Cascade, getting all of the regionals in 16 moons. So you had it was a lot of time in Cascade to think about it too. But
yeah, it was so long in like Cascade for a run that finished, you know, in snow for me. I don't know if it was the same for Dilly. I mean, it must have been.
Dilly was staying in a lot of moons. He was going for the 100 moons goal.
Yeah, I think I saw that like he was going for the 100 moons line. So yeah, that must have been wrong.
It just cost him time. It was extra moons in every kingdom that you were just leaving by that point. Because after the Cascade, you kind of just breezed through, grabbed the moons you needed, and just left.
Yeah, no, I didn't think there was enough built in. Like, there weren't enough, you know, moon goals built in for 100. For 100, you need a couple, you know, like a 28 wooded or so, you know, a couple of those kind of things if you want to do 100. Otherwise, it just becomes so long. So... I mean, this board just had no good lines. It was just compromising. I rarely do revisits if I'm finishing in like Snow or Seaside. Like, I really need to like be forced to, but this board literally just had no other options.
Yeah, when going back to cap for 1 moon and 10 regionals is somehow not a bad option. It's just there wasn't much to do. Especially like you look at like 7 moons from 8-bits. Forces almost every 8-bit moon prior to Snow or Seaside, or 9 treasure chests forces at least going into the inverted pyramid.
There was just no good options really. I almost did 7 8-bits. Luckily I was looking at it and I almost went for it, and then that was at the end of Cascade when I just thought I can easily just avoid that and do, I think it was the diagonal. I think, or no, like column 1. I was just like, why don't I just do column 1 if I'm gonna go back to cap?
Yeah.
Then, because I was still 50-50 about doing a cap revisit, and at that point I was just like, 7 8-bits is so long, so I just can't afford to do that.
Makes sense. But yeah, if you're doing 7 8-bits at that point, you're doing moon shards, and it seems like it fits with the sub areas in Metro because you get 2 from there, but.
Yeah,
there's just so many required moons all over the place, and
that was the
they're
problem,
not really fast.
That was probably the one good thing that I managed to get together in my route. A lot of the kingdoms were alright. Like, Wooded and Metro were a bit hectic, but, you know, like Lake, Lost, Sand, to be honest, as well. Like, they were quite simple and easy to get through, luckily. So
I felt like you routed everything well. You weren't, like, warping back places that you forgot things or realized you needed extra things. It was always, like, well-designed movement.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably just fortunate with the board, because, you know, it didn't have anything like, you know, there wasn't that much that you can easily forget. Like, I guess, like, there wasn't too much in each kingdom. It was just long. Like, I guess even Metro, it's like, there wasn't actually that much to do. It was just 10 sub-areas takes ages. So it was actually just straightforward, but really long.
Yeah, that's understandable. So, Dilly is exiting Metro now, or just putting moons in.
Oh yeah, just got seeds and treasure chests.
The game feeds a little bit behind, so yeah, finishing in Seaside, I guess.
Yeah, I just couldn't see a way to make Seaside worth it, personally. Like, I don't know,
I mean, that kind of works, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that way works. I just couldn't see a way to do Seaside ending that was fast, so I was just like, I'm just gonna do the snow. 4 snow, 2 snow barriers. Works simple, easily enough. I was gonna get shop in snow as well, but I accidentally talked to the shop in cap, so I was just like, oh, might as well get the moon.
Oh, I was one. Yeah, I saw that, and I was just like, I would have just used that as the 4th moon, other than two sub areas or 2 barriers. But
no, yeah, I just talked to, like, for some reason Mario decided to talk to the shop in cap, like the wrong shops. I was just like, at this point, I'm halfway there. Yeah.
And given you're already getting 1 moon, so it's not like it causes the extra cutscene. But yeah,
looks
well
like
played.
Nice. That was still a decent time. I mean, with that board, just any time's good, because
I'm kind of impressed you got a sub 50, to be honest.
I did not think this was sub 15, because I looked when I was leaving Wooded, I saw it was like 30 or 31 minutes in. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be long, but I don't know. I guess it just, I guess like there wasn't actually much to do in Lost in Snow, and it kind of wasn't too bad in the end. So yeah, I'm surprised, to be honest. I thought this would be a lot worse.
Fair. All right. Dilly finishes with a final time of 55.19. King Video Gamer will take the win. We'll see if Dilly wants to join the VC or not.
Yeah, I mean, that was just... I don't know. I just can't remember the last time I had such a board with so many bad goals. I couldn't find a single line that was good. Because I think the worst bit actually about this board is not just the bad goals, but the fact that none of them have synergy with each other. You look at like 18 sub areas. If you're finishing in Snow or Seaside, that can work. You've got like none built in, so you're literally just doing 18. 100 moon total, like we said before about how like there's no moon goals really. There's just like treasure chests. There's not usually 9 treasure chests. It's all right if you're getting like 5 treasure chest objective as well, but there's not that there. There's just nothing. There's just nothing on this board really.
All right, Dilly, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
It was how you feeling?
Oh man, that was a rough one. That was the roughest game Bingo I've had in a long time. But
yeah, I was talking to King Video Gamer for the last couple of minutes about just like how miserable this board was and how there was really just no good options. So, what did you think about? How were you routing this? What were you thinking?
I really don't know. I just like saw like the 3 lines that I just kind of saw 3 lines and went with it. I honestly I saw 10 moons from sub areas in Metro, and that kind of scared me off. But clearly it was not the worst choice. I don't know. I was just all over the place with that. This board was just like at first glance it didn't look that bad, but when you actually look at it, yeah, it's not good.
It's one of them where like the more you look at it, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really is. As it turns out, with both of you doing 16 Moons Cascade, the rest of row 1 becomes much less daunting. It's a revisit, and the Sphinx questions you can just get in sand.
Yeah, I forgot that. I actually would have got that. That would have probably been better, but I forgot the Sphinx asks 5 questions. I thought it was 4, so I was like, oh shoot. It's 8 that goes to Seaside, so I forgot about that.
I actually just forgot the answers, like to the 5th one. Like I didn't know. I only knew like the first 2, and then I was kind of just winging it by like trying to read it because I haven't done it in ages. So I got like
trying to read it in traditional Chinese.
No, because it was like I saw it was the coin one, and I knew like Jaxie's 30 coins, so I clicked the 30 one. I was like happy days. Like, but then like the last one, I just had no clue. I know that's the one where he's like, "What's my name?" But I don't know what Sphinx is in Chinese, so that was a little bit problematic. But got there in the end.
The good news is there's only 4 chances.
Yeah, I got a second try, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah. How did you feel about 100 moons when you were going through it?
Honestly, I mean, I didn't feel that bad about it because I figured I was gonna have to go to Seaside or Snow, and if you're doing that, I mean, it's not that bad. But moon goals are just never what you want in general. So I just kind of went with it, and there was already. I mean, it wasn't. I don't think it was too bad with what else I did, but You just never really want big moon goals in general.
Yeah. 100 is a lot, but like when it's closer to 90, 95, and it's closer to just what you get in any percent, then it seems a lot more manageable. But it seemed like you were
Right.
spending a lot of time in each kingdom getting an extra 5 moons everywhere.
Yeah, it was a lot of, and sub areas got me too, for sure. Sub areas, yeah, that one wasn't the greatest.
I feel like your sub areas might have worked like better if you just like done the 10 metro, because at least then like
Yeah,
you get a lot of them built into the route anyway. But if you're going for 18 without much synergy for them, it just becomes really long.
Because if you do
Yeah,
the 10
for
in
sure.
Metro, you did 4 in Cascades, so you only need another 4, and that's just flooded pipes and 1 more.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one wasn't the best, but yeah, overall, I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
it's still a respectable time for this board, because I mean,
yeah, I was just happy to sub hour with it, honestly.
No, yeah, this was, again, a nightmare of a board. But GG's to both of you, and King Video Gamer will be moving on and facing Agron in the next round. So,
that should
best
be
of luck to you there.
Good.
yeah, played him a few times before. Had some interesting games. So
And
should be
thanks,
interesting.
runners, for playing. I believe we have this command. Go follow the runners on their twitch.tv channels. They're both very good streamers and very good Odyssey players. And thanks everyone for joining today.
Yeah,
Unless you
GG's.
have
Bro,
any-
nice. GG. That was good.
Yeah.
Alright. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day. And see you all later.
Alrighty. Peace out.
GG's.